So the Bomb Blitz is very broken right now, and it can do some absolutely ridiculous things. So 100,000 cash bear on expert chimps on sanctuary here this time is something we're going to be trying, and this is actually the second time I will be doing this. If you didn't know, there was a bug some time ago where you could activate the passive abilities for the Legend of the Knight, the Bomb Blitz, and the Elite Defender in Chimps mode with a special hotkey that obviously got patched out. But doing that, I was able to get $106,000 cash bear, which I made a video on some time ago, which is worth seeing if you want to check that out after this. But with this version, there's going to be a few changes. Although you still can use the Bomb Blitz ability, the two big changes is that Moab Shove is nerfed, which is a very sad thing for round 97. And on top of that, you can't use this ability at free will. Instead, you have to actually leak a balloon. So we're just going to be seeing how this affects it, and if I can go from 106,000 to at least 100,000 cash spare with all of this taken into consideration. So the early game and mid game are literally going to be extremely easy. I have to do just a little bit of micro in this early game, but once I get to the mid game, I just get the Bomb Blitz and just wait until like round 95. It's super easy. This strategy in general is just completely broken, and to see something getting to like 100,000 plus cash bear in expert chimps mode just kind of proves that it's actually insane. So we're going to be just continuing on until we get that up, and then we'll talk about what comes later. So I'm speeding through this mid-game really fast. It literally was just AFK. I put the Moab Shove lock in place there. I bought Bomb Blitz, and without like any deaths, I think I went from round 40 all the way to round like 90 something, or like 89, 80, whatever, just like really far in. So literally, if you want to do a black border, this is an extremely easy way to do it. And if something leaks, the Bomb Blitz just TAS you. It will destroy all of it unless it's like a ZOMG. So it's really powerful and extremely easy and efficient for black borders. Plus at the end, I'll be working with enough to like straight up buy a Ray of Doom if you want, around 99 even. So it's really cool and really powerful, and definitely overpowered. I think I mentioned this before, but I feel like an accurate way to nerf this strategy, well, just Bomb Blitz in general, is probably just a price nerf, like increasing it to the old price of 37.5 thousand. Either that or just reverting the change where you can use its life loss ability in Chimps mode. But the feature is pretty cool, so I'd rather probably see a price nerf. Having something like this is just completely broken. It is really hard to kind of work around getting the perfect stalls and explosions, so it would be considered definitely a good strategy, but still being able to get at least like 80,000 plus cash bear on some of these maps would kind of prove that it definitely is a very good tower that takes some high skill to use, although you'd still be able to use it very, very well in just some regular game, even at a $37,000 price point. So yeah, kind of work with that and see what this late game has to offer too. So some of these rounds were pretty tricky. Round 95 and 98 were really hard. In the original run, these weren't actually that difficult. 95 was probably the hardest of them. But I noted that round 98 was extremely easy, literally just completely free. And that's because of the shove nerf, so we'll see that later. But here in round 95, getting the stall was not very easy. Well, it was more so beating the rounds and then actually just having that one Moab left to stall. But I was eventually able to get it. That made round 96 pretty easy, and really no issues here. I just had to take out these ZUMGs. But with shove now slowing down ZUMGs way less, this round 97 was very difficult because I kind of saved everything up for 98. However, going into 98 here, I'm going to have a lot less, which is going to be very annoying to work with. I ended up finding the solution where I used the activation and then had to get the level 20 to activate for 98. But if I do all of this right, like this, I should be able to beat everything and then still save some BFBs up there to stall to get my abilities back. Unfortunately, I came into this one issue on this attempt where, as you can see up there, that Moab Assassin is attacking, so I'm not able to actually get the stall with this current setup. So it's time to relook at the strategy and see how I can get around some of these issues. But as you can see, I do indeed get the 100,000 cash save up. And as a little bit of a spoiler, there is a tiny little shortcoming, just absolutely tiny, that just barely makes this not possible, which I'll kind of explain at the moment. But because of this, the stall for round 98 is failed, and even with 100,000 cash bear, I won't be able to beat this. So it is cool that it did get the save up, which is why I'm still uploading this, but unfortunately I wasn't able to win. But this is really interesting, and this is why. So I actually was experimenting around, and I found the setup that would allow me to get the stall on round 98. So I could have done the exact same thing. It's just going to cut out primary mentoring, so some of it will be a little bit harder, but I can actually still budget in because that cut a Moab glue at the top, which would kind of remedy it plus some, and with that I can stall round 98, as you can see there. The one issue is on round 100, because the way I did it in the original run, where I could use the ability at free will, is much different, and I was able to layer skip using the ability early. Now, as you can see there in Sandbox, you can layer skip the bad with a single assassin, which I did there, but because of this, I'm forced to use it very late, and it will open into only ZUMGs at the very end, and the bomb blitz cannot insta-kill it. As you can see, it will not be able to kill the whole thing, meaning that lives leak, and the ZUMG needs to be weak in order for this to happen. So you cannot do this, even though the setup is basically the same as what I used in the update previously, and the shove isn't really going to be helping here either way, so it just all comes down to using it at the right time. This is the clip of the 106,000 cash bear using the bug where I was able to activate the blitz on the bad layer, take everything down, and then win with a reactivation again for the BFBs that break down because I can use it earlier. So it is a little bit unfortunate that due to a very, very small detail, I am not able to kind of win with this strategy. It will still win, not get the 100,000 cash bear though, but it is still pretty cool, and a 100,000 cash save up is definitely awesome.
Thanks for watching. If you want to help out the channel, you can check out these new videos, like and subscribe for more content, support the channel by becoming a member, and joining the Discord to chat with the community. Bye!